today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. DeAndre Carter returning it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played for the Nevada Wolfpack in college. It's Colin Kaepernick.
A true dual threat at the quarterback position. And let's remember it back in the 2012 season. That game in the playoffs that he had against Green Bay. Ran for 181 yards and 2 scores. Threw for 2 touchdowns. That's the kind of potential he brings to the table every time he steps on the field.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's McKissick. Oh, what a move. He's still barreling through.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Kaepernick now to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's 3-0 Washington. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Shrugs him off. Gets by him at the 25. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Newton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown, Panthers. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 6-play drive, and the end result a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And the drive starts with a completion left side. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Kaepernick going to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he stopped immediately there. Jeremy Chin there defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He gets it to Humphries. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
That catch good for only a couple. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Kaepernick again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Off play action, Newton. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. To throw, Kaepernick.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton sliding out of the pocket. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, your odds...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And Washington has retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Play action. It's Newton. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And Thomas has it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando. Hey, Charles, will you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the 2nd half.
Abdul's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Maurice Hurst, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So here is Washington now to take over.
They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. We'll check on his status when we get back.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He gets it to Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw, Kaepernick.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. Inside the 10 to the 9.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. pressure, gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Shaq Thompson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Here's Kaepernick. Far right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. On 1st and 10, Newton going deep downfield for Ross.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To the air again, Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Washington ready to try again on offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
Kaepernick now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Oh, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown! Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Juke into space. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to speed things up here.
On the ground, it's Hubbard.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, McCaffrey. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Newton to throw. He'll buy some time right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 11, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Gets this to Gibson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Out to the right to Humphries. And out of bounds right around the 20.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Kaepernick to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Kaepernick.
And he'll complete this to Gibson.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Back to throw, Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. To throw is Kaepernick. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot, had to take it,